What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr War Games, and this morning we've had some brand new news, and finally Super Heavy Samurai are getting some support. So obviously you always go to Yugioh organisation for this news. It's probably one of the best places for me to find them as they are. So we'll start off with all of the new cards they've got, and as you can see they've got a brand new boss monster right at the top. So it looks like they're gonna get, so it's called Super Heavy Samurai Returns for Revenge, CYAC. I'm not sure exactly what that set is as of yet, but you can see that they get Super Heavy Samurai Bike, level 2 Earth Machine Tuner effect, 800 attack, 1200 defense, and you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If you have no spells or traps in your graveyard, same with pretty much all of the Super Heavy Samurais as a mini condition, you can discard this card, add one Super Heavy Samurai monster from your deck to the hand, except itself. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's got a, in art type searcher for any Super Heavy Samurai monster. Really nice. Once per turn, you target a machine monster you control that has a level, increase it by 2. Obviously this is a tuner, so it will give you level manipulation, which is really good, but I think you're probably going to use it just to search out any kind of missing samurai piece. You've then got Super Heavy Samurai Spy. The artworks are so cool. They remind me of like a mixture of despots and then of course samurais, which is really cool. It's a level 1 Earth Machine effect, only special summon with the first effect once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you have no spells or traps in the graveyard, you get to special summon this card from the hand. Nice, free extender for a level 1. If you have no spells or traps in your graveyard, quick effect, you can tribute this card, then target one spell or trap in your opponent's graveyard, set it to your field. What? Damn, man, this card does exactly what, like, I swear they already have a card that does this, or does that, and just rips your opponent's back row apart. It's insane. Okay, and then I've got Super Heavy Samurai Sulugaya Booster. So obviously it's a nice little mask, which is kind of cool. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn, but you can use the first one as many times as you want. Target a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, equip this card from your hand or field to it. It is treated as a tuner. If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard while this card is equipped by a monster or to a monster by its own effect, you get to special summon it. Okay, fine. It doesn't really add any. It just makes it a tuner, which is kind of cool. And then they get some new pendulums. So Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakushi. There we go. Pendulum scale 8. Pendulum effect. You can only use this pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, you can place one Super Heavy Samurai pendulum monster from your deck into your pendulum zone, except itself. That's really cool. Yo. And then special summon this card. Even then, that's pretty cool. It's just a free extender. That can actually be used in pretty much any pendulum that is a free extension. I like that. That's cool. You can only use the first and second effect, monster effect name once per turn. If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, you can discard one monster to special summon a Super Heavy monster from your hand or deck in defense position. You can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Heavies. And then if this card is used as synchro material and added from the extra deck face up, you can place it into your pendulum zone. That's cool. I like that. That's a really cool card. And then, of course, we have Super Heavy Samurai Monk Warrior Big Benki. Wow, okay, that's a mouthful. Defense of 3500. That is surprised that these ones don't have the natural effect of attacking and defense, but, you know, they're all going to be used to get to the synchros. That's where the ones that's going to come in and powerhouse. So you can only use the pendulum effect this card's name once per turn. If you try Super Heavy Samurai monster, you can add a Super Heavy Samurai Soul monster from your deck to the hand. That's pretty cool because then, like, this is just now a one card combo. So this one will search out and place this one and then summon it. And then because you control it, this one will then search. And then you've got a scale 1. So then you can set up a scale 8 or whatever you need and then just go ham again. That's really cool. So it means they can also do their synchro climb plays without really conducting a normal summon, which is nice. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, you can send a Super Heavy Samurai Big Benki from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card from the hand. If this card is used as synchro material and added to the extra face art, you get to place it in the pendulum zone. Nice. Recyclability. Super Heavy Samurai Overlord Masuro. 21 attack, but 4000 defense. Yo, he is a big boy. One tuner plus one or more non-tuners, and this kind of attack while in face-up defense. If it does apply its defense for damage calculation, whew. If a Super Heavy Samurai monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one Super Heavy Samurai card you control instead. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a spell or trap card or an effect, you get to draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. What? Note, this card appears to be named after famous sumo wrestler Hiro Marasura, a lighter wrestler in the top division and was favourite of the audience. He favoured grappling and throwing over the more standard pushing techniques. I love these little notes that they put on here. Really cool. And then we've got Super Heavy Samurai General Shanawa. Level 8 Dark. Pendulum Scale. Oh, it's Pendulum. You can only use the effect once per turn, and when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you get to special on this card. Then, if you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, change that monster's attack to 0 and its effects are negated. Cool. Monster effect, it needs 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner. This card can attack while in face-up defense, standard. Once per turn during the battle phase, if you control this synchro summon card, quick effect, you can special summon a super heavy samurai monster from your graveyard or face up from your spell and trap zone, then place this card into your pendulum zone. Okay. And then the last little notes, this card seems to be named after famous pro wrestler Shugi Takuya, apologies on that one, who during his run in pro wrestling developed the onstage persona of Shinoa, a Buddhist monk inspired by Yoshi-Tune, the swordsman who defeated Benkei. Later, Mr. Sugi would change his persona from Shinoa to flat out Yoshi-Tune. Nice. Personal note, just an observation, the connection to sumo and pro wrestling, I think it's the tie Gonizaka's heavy, strong, steadfast style to sumo wrestling, where excessive innovation tends to be viewed as hearsay, as it is very confined sport, whereas wrestling is all about more fluid innovation. There you go. Learn something new every day. I think that is really, really cool. I like these. These are really cool cards. So Rob's definitely going to be happy, and I am, because I think this actually looks really cool. I just now need a lot of Super Heavy Samurai reprints. Anyway, let me know what you think of this new art type. Well, not new art type, boy. The support for a very ancient art type. I believe these came out like during Duelist Alliance format. It was like a deck that just went under the radar. But it's still a really fun deck, and it's a pain in the backside to deal with because they're all in defense. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, guys, as absolutely always, stay safe. And, of course, happy dueling.